There's a lot of insights in this novel in terms of the nature of addiction, and I'm thinking in particular of things like the intergenerational nature of addiction, which you've touched upon here, and um, also something else that happens in your novel is how the boundaries between victim and victimizer often will get blurred in these very messy situations. What's the challenge involved when you're a writer in achieving balance in terms of this great load of information that you've obviously primed yourself in order to write this, so and to convey that, but it's still very much a story, a very gripping story. How do you achieve that balance?
Well, it's interesting. One of the things that I was trying to show here, and I'm glad to see that in some of the reader reviews that I've read, people were reflecting that, it's not just the person with the addiction who necessarily has secrets to keep, or who may be the only one who has bad behavior. And I think one of the things that was really interesting for me to explore were all the family dynamics that were going on, and whether you could say that contributed to Tasha's addiction or not. It just points out that, the family dynamics are just so complicated in a lot of these sorts of situations. And in fact, in my previous books, these books are really about families who are facing some sort of health crisis or another. And that's really what I've been focused on. So sometimes it's to do with cancer, sometimes it's to do with dementia. In this case, it's addiction. And so that's really what I was most interested in exploring, is how these things impact the family.